With early rumors talking about a LEGO minifigure series of just space-themed minifigures, I was kind of worried it would feel redundant, but gosh darn it, Series 26 of LEGO minifigures, which apparently releases May 2024, is one of my favorite minifigure series in a long time for unlicensed stuff. The designs of these just capture such a variety of different topics, even though it's restricted to the space theming. This first minifigure right here looks like a normal guy for the torso and legs, but the hairpiece is this really weird new exclusive piece where it looks similar to, say, this hairpiece, but you do have a different shading, it seems, maybe inside there. Like, is that dual colored? It's kind of hard to see from the pictures. And then you have that whole attachment at the top. I don't know if that's going to be like a separate accessory piece or if that's just one whole hairpiece. It's really weird. Then you have this face print, which has an alien inside. I believe this is going to be like an alternate face to just a normal face, so it could show that all these aliens are inside controlling this guy. And you have these two micro figures of aliens to show them kind of coming out of the body. So with those two being included, I could assume that we'll get a third one as an extra piece with each copy of this minifigure. Such a crazy but unique idea. This next one is a space chef. This could be seen as one of the least interesting for the concept, but when you look at the pieces, this goes hard. What the heck are these new leg pieces? I like varieties of leg pieces, and this is just very unconventional, almost like robot springs or something. So I like that part the most out of this whole figure. Getting the fishbowl piece and that translucent green shading is cool, because we've gotten it in different shades before. The legs just make me want this minifigure so bad because it's so unconventional and different from existing LEGO leg pieces. This next one I call Atomic Betty. Yeah, nobody remembers that cartoon, but the design just kind of reminds me of that character. I do like the color scheme we have going on here with the pink and the purples on the torso and legs. It's like a lilac almost, where it's really nice to get that skirt piece in that purple color for the first time. And then we do have this new helmet piece, which has an interesting blue base. My favorite part, though, is probably this Bulldog. Like, it looks like a robot or something. Usually when we get robot dogs, they're actually brick-built, so to get, like, a printed robot dog is pretty darn cool. This next figure is an Mtron character. I guess if you like Mtron, this is one of the most desirable figures. If you like the legacy of LEGO, this is one of the most desirable figures because this is a direct tribute to a classic LEGO space sub-theme. Me personally, though, I mean, I don't have much attachment to Mtron, and there's not really like an interesting accessory here. It's cool to get a printed 1x2 here, which I'm sure is a reference to a tile from Mtron, but this figure just doesn't really provide too much in terms of an interesting space character like the previous three have. This next one is like a UFO as a minifigure. The design has a really interesting replication of a LEGO dish piece, but it can't be just the regular LEGO dish piece because this is connecting at like that neck part, and they have a minifigure head at the top, so I'm very interested to see how this neck piece connects to the actual neck piece itself and how you connect that existing piece of that glass at the top there, or is it all one piece that just kind of goes over it? I don't know. It's a very interesting construction, and the actual torso and legs of the Starry Night Sky looks pretty beautiful if you ask me. When I saw this next figure, I instantly fell in love with this series, where this is such a creative idea. You have the classic tourist design mixed with the classic alien design, a tribute to tourist traps like Roswell, New Mexico. I just think that's so creative. It's kind of like the detective from the last CMF series. I love when they get super creative with CMFs, getting existing ideas and meshing them with pop culture and stuff like that. And this has a really nice torso. Love that Hawaiian shirt exterior with like a love in the planet in the middle there, like I love Earth. That's hilarious. I love getting that new hat piece from that detective in that gorgeous teal color, I think it is, or maybe I'm wrong with the coloring there. And it seems like there's dual molded legs here, which are great for short legs. So yeah, this is honestly one of my favorites of the series. I think this is just so creative, and it has some great pieces. Then there's this Beetle-like alien. I really like this translucent base for the head there. I also like what seems to be like a wing attachment. Is this headpiece new? It might be from like a Monkey Kid, because I know they do spider stuff and stuff. But it looks new to me, or at the very least it's new in this recolor and printing. I also like the use of that, it looks like the legs from, say, that Gremlin character and other minifigures in a new color and printing. This is just a really creative alien to me that doesn't really replicate other aliens, and it gives me some Twitch vibes if I had to be honest. It's insectoid, so that's really freaking cool. One of the most boring minifigures of the series, though, is the generic astronaut. Like, yeah, I don't think you needed to do a generic astronaut when you have all these other space people, like the Mtron character that just kind of feels like, okay, yeah, you're just doing a tribute to Mtron. A generic astronaut right here just feels so uninteresting. It's something you could find in LEGO Space, literally with LEGO City sets this very year. Regardless, he's a little bit decked out. I mean, the design of this is reminiscent of the one from Series 15, which was already a generic astronaut done to the CMF styling. So yeah, this is one of my least favorites of the series. Best part though is this printed 1x1, which almost gives me HAL 9000 vibes. Then there's an Ice Planet tribute, which, okay, another LEGO Legacy character. This is one of my favorites of the series too. The design here uses what I believe is an existing headpiece. Like, isn't this the Galaxy Squad robot head? Am I wrong? I'm pretty sure that's the Galaxy Squad robot head. For the first time in this white base with an orange coloring for the visor. I also love getting that armor piece, which has appeared in various themes, whether it be Lightyear or even Star Wars, in a new printing with that blue. And the orange translucent chainsaw appears once again. Heck, yes. That's, of course, a tribute to the classic LEGO community meme. Then we have a recolor of the existing penguin design as like an Ice Planet robot. It's adorable. I love this figure so much. Again, one of my favorites of the series. And if you want another tribute to a classic series, there's a Tron tribute too. In my opinion, this one's a step up from Mtron. I don't have attachment to Tron or Mtron specifically, aside from getting this big box of various Mtron and Tron pieces back in like middle school. But the design of this figure right here actually does have a twist where it's not just a Tron character. It's a Tron character infested with a little bit of alien. I love getting, once again, it seems like that specialized leg piece that we just saw with that insectoid guy in a green coloring, which is pretty darn cool. I do wish we got two of these. It kind of sucks that we just have one side of this for one leg. Like, okay, then I guess they would kind of be naked or something like that, so maybe LEGO wouldn't do that, but I don't know, you're LEGO, figure it out. Like, we just get one leg, and it seems incomplete, because that would be so cool to use on different characters. Actually, wait a minute, it seems like he has one of those double arms, like we just saw with the Stitch minifigure. Okay, like him a little bit more too, but again, I wish that was on both sides. Not one of my favorites. I really like that infected leg. I do like that it wasn't just a Tron astronaut though. And then we have this translucent Galaxy Warrior. This reminds me of that one promo from Fortnite. The design of this character looks pretty freaking awesome. I always love super translucent minifigures. Love seeing that hairpiece in a translucent purple. I don't know what the weapon is exactly. The picture just doesn't really discern it too well. But I do love that shield with the little constellation printing on there. Very clever. Just overall, a really awesome minifigure. Gives into some tropes of Fortnite, of course, but provides some great pieces. And I like, of course, has some translucent purplish pieces. Finally, we have this space nurse. I mean, maybe it's a robot nurse or something. I like her hairpiece. It's really cool to get that hairpiece in a blue. There's just a lot of potential for different anime characters and stuff like that. Like, when I look at this figure, I think of Rey from Evangelion for some reason. I don't know why. The design of the rest of the figure, though, I don't know. Concept space nurse, okay? Robot nurse or whatever. But the best part, of course, is the space baby, which for the first time we're getting in this pink coloring. That is amazing, and I love getting new colors for the space baby. Unfortunately, this will be another boxed series, so determining what's inside is going to be near impossible, but people have found their ways. I do wish LEGO would go back to foil packs, but I'm very happy with how this series turned out. Again, a series of just LEGO space characters is a recipe for disaster. But LEGO actually brought something really creative to the picture here. Lots of great pieces, lots of cool concepts, but let me know what you think in the comments below. Am I overhyping these? Subscribe for more LEGO news, commentary, and discussion. I'll see you later. Peace out. Bye.